Yes, sir. I think we'll start the session and the
Okay.
participants will join. Okay. Yes, sir.
Start,
So,
ma'am.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I invite all the participants for the Advanced Data Science and NLP Elevate Your Research and H Index 6 days online FDP sponsored by ACT Training and Learning Atal Academy. So today's session title is effective session today day 2 session 3 titled effective research writing and navigating SCI publications and enhancing H index. The session handled by Dr. Harold Robinson, Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. I invite my fellow faculty, my co-faculty member, Ms. D. Nisha ma'am, to invite to give a brief introduction about today resource person to the participants. Yes, ma'am. Nisha ma'am. Nisha ma'am, hope you joined in the meeting. Hope my voice is audible to you. Nisha ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Yes, I am
Yes,
here.
ma'am. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, ma'am. You carry on,
Good
please. Yes, ma'am.
evening, respected colleagues and esteemed guests. It is my great privilege to extend a warm welcome to all of you for the today's faculty development program on the topic Effective Research Writing, Navigating SCI Publications and Enhancing H-Index. We are especially honored to have Dr. Y. Harold Robinson with us today as our distinguished research person. Dr. Robinson, a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Francis Xavier College, Tirunelveli. He is an outstanding researcher with over 17 years of teaching experience and an impressive 2 years of industry experience. His scholarly contributions include over 145 research papers published in Scopus SCI Index journals. Recognition as one of the world's top 2% scientists by Stanford University from year 2021 to 2024. Several books authored on topics such as IoT, blockchain, deep learning, and smart cities, which have contributed significantly to advancing knowledge in these cutting edge domains. Patent filed in innovative technologies, underscoring his contribution to applied research. Dr. Robinson's areas of expertise include wireless sensor networks, IoT, artificial intelligence, and cloud computing, and also in machine learning. His work has only garnered international acclaim but also inspired young researchers and educators to push boundaries in their respective fields. We are confident that this research section today will provide us with deep insight into emerging technologies. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Harold Robinson for his gracious presence and willingness to share his expertise with us. To all the participants present here, I encourage you to actively engage in today's session, asking questions and make the most of this learning opportunity. With that, I once again extend a warm welcome to everyone gathered here and look forward to an enlightening and productive session ahead. Thank you, ma'am. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Robinson, sir, your session is yours. Yes, sir. You please carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So good evening to one and all person here. Is the screen is shareable, ma'am? Visible, ma'am?
Sir, screen is visible, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So good evening to one and all person here. I'm very much thankful to the Senbagavadi ma'am and the introduction staff also. So today's topic is effective research writing. First of all, I want to introduce myself. I am Dr. Harold Robinson, professor in the Department of Computer Science Engineering and vertical head for research and development in our institution. Our institution is situated in Tirunelveli, Francis Xavier Engineering College. So I am one of the active researcher with 145 papers with H index of 27 and the citation of nearly 2,400 citations. And also I am one of the top 2% scientists listed by Stanford University. So every year in the month of October, Stanford University has declared the list of top 2% scientists. I have been in the list for the last 4 years. So for this, I want to start my session by how to prepare a manuscript for SCI journals. So in SCI journals, the quality is very much important for publishing a research paper. So there are 6 steps are available to execute your research proposal in a paper format. So first of all, we have to write the abstract and the introduction. Second one, you have to prepare the figures and tables what are being used in the manuscript and write the material and methods, write up the results, discussion, and finally conclusion. So you can prepare a manuscript by 2 ways. Suppose if you got the output or result, then you have to start from result onwards. If you are not executing the results or the method, you can start from the introduction section. Okay. So first of all, you have to identify the base paper. So within the base paper, you can search for 20 to 25 good enough papers. So you have first to read the abstract and the methodology, then what the paper has initiated and what is their approach, and you have to find the what are the drawbacks are in the paper, so that you can use your own methodology to sort out all the problems or all the unidentified area in that particular paper. So first of all, so you have whenever you write a research paper, you have to uh, have 5 questions. Why you have to write this paper, and what is the purpose of writing the paper, then how to implement the paper. So the result part, who will find the result and when it will be executed. So these kind of questions will be answered. Whenever you answer all the questions, you have to find the good paper. So it consists of several parameters like introduction, so identifying objectives, research problem, so research questions. So these are all under the literature review. You have find the research gap within the literature series, literature review. And so second part is you have to frame the theoretical framing with what are the ethics available and what are the main problems you have to face for the particular research paper. And you have find the suitable methodology by executing the results by collecting the data and data analysis within the timeline, how much time it required to execute the particular result, and the significance of the paper with the implications, and what is the expected outcome with proper references, and if any appendix is needed, you can include the appendix. So these are the main parameter of beginning your research paper. So, first of all, you have to start why you have to use the research. So state the research purpose and the significance of your research. Then you have claim your research by using the enough literature. So mapping with the existing knowledge and find the gap. What are the gaps are available to fill? Your paper will fill the gap you have identified. And define your focus. So what is the research problem? What are the research questions with clear objectives? Then fourth parameter is you have to plan your approach with pick your theory and choosing methods, data collection. And in the practical mode, you have plan your analysis and the Then finally, you have to create the list of expected results, and by adding the suitable references, you have finalized the paper. So every research paper could focus on title, abstract, keywords, introduction, methods, results, conclusion, acknowledgement, and references. So the title will summarize the main idea on your study. So every time you use the good title, which consists of accepting the paper very much, and the title is the part of the paper that is read the most, and it is usually read first. So whenever you find the paper, you first read the title. The most important in the paper is called the title. Then abstract. So abstract will summarize the paper with all parts. For example, if you are using three methods, so it will show what is the method, what will the usage of the method, and if you what is the result of the method. That things you have entered in the abstract. It consists of only 150 and 200 words. You can fix all the elements within that 200 words. So every abstract will consist of background and a small introduction, purpose, motivation, problem, material and used methods, and finally results. So every small introduction consists of start with an effective sentence. So every time we can start with a positive sentence. We can't use don't, that kind of sentence you can avoid. So whenever you write in negative means, you can say in a positive way. So you should clarify the main content in the first and second sentence. So first of all, you have to write it from yourself sentence, and it should be powered and proper enough. And the important part is called purpose, motivation, and problem. So first of all, we have to identify the objectives. So if you are writing a research paper, you have first to identify 4 to 5 research objectives. So why you decide to do this special study? So you have to start that process in step-by-step manner. The purpose should be non-repetitive words. So elaborate to list them in enough confident. After the purpose and motivation, it is turn of problems. So problem is exactly the question that you want to answer it by your research. So what is the central argument? To write the problem in a specific manner. Then another one important part is called material and methods used. So what did you do and how did you perform it? So these kind of questions will be answered in the materials and methods. So whenever you put one word means it will be answered in the material section. So first of all, you have to write in very clear manner, and you don't have enough space to count all the steps. So select the most major ones. So the result section should indicate the most significant results. So make a link with your results and the main problem of your work. So you have to write the paper in one single motto. For example, if you are increasing the quality of service means, so what are the parameters are used in the quality of service? So you can define each and every parameter. So every parameter should indicate how the quality of service is increased like that. So then focus on what your study in terms of concentrate outcomes. So finally, you have to conclude the research paper with conclusion. So by considering the main objective and problems, you should try to write a unique conclusion. You should try to answer the main question or problem that you have mentioned itself. So the first foremost step is keep your content in order. Second one is write it after finishing all the sections. Third one is respect to the number of used words. And fourth one is don't copy and paste from another manuscript. And don't write any speculation, evaluation, criticization, and references. So write past tense without errors. Then another one important parameter is called keywords. So keywords are used in words, acronyms, or phrases that will clarify the most significant aspects of your manuscript, highly relevant to your paper. We use it in indexing in a database of the related concepts. So if we want to search a paper means we just giving a keyword and search. For example, if you want a paper in data mining means we search the word using data mining. So then only the data mining paper will be displayed. So we can pick within the keyword with the suitable methodology or some others. So whenever we read a manuscript, so it will tell the full story. That means write the phrases or terms that are utilized repeatedly in the manuscript, refer to a commonly vocabulary list or indexed standard, and search and check them in the search engine, finalize them with enough confidence. So whenever your manuscript that will searchable and avoid duplicating words, contain words and phrases, and find highly searched keywords, respect to the number of words used, and check before submitting the manuscript. So then the second part is called introduction. So introduction is the outline of your research. So it will present your research framework in a clear and well organized way. So whenever the reader reads the introduction section, he can understand what is the impact of the research paper. So the 4 steps to write an introduction means, so we have to fix the rational sequence and the context in a very topical manner, and it has some literature review. So it will declare the problem, and it will have the objective of your paper and hypothesis assumptions, and it will answer all the questions in the manuscript. So every introduction section will answer why the research is important, then what is the main innovation in your research, and the literature review consists of what is your approach, define the terms, comparativity, and other studies, and objectives and questions, how will your paper be organized. So these are all the main important thing when you are writing your introduction. So some of the do's are, I recommend you write it last, download samples of research paper introductions, questions and objectives should locate in the last paragraph, use recent and new references in the literature review, follow guidelines of professional writing. So first of all, we want to know about what are the things not will be used in your manuscript. That means don'ts. So too long introduction will bore the reader. So do not put the final results and analyzing the results section. Do not use old references. Do not write slang phrases. So avoid first and second person. So never copy a sentence from the paper or any book. So avoid contradiction. So don't use don't like that, can't. So if you want to use don't means you can use it in a positive way. Avoid a possessive case. So in the method section, so first of all, the basic principle will be introduced to provide sufficient information so that the knowledgeable reader can reproduce the experiment or the deviation. So it consists of four main types. One is empirical papers, case study papers, methodology papers, and theory papers. So in the result section, you have to write the core of the paper. So every time you include a table, figure, or sometimes both, should summarize findings rather than providing data, and should use past tense, should present results but not common. So result section in the journal article, it has length, organization, so inclusion of subheads, amount of detail, number of tables and figures. So whenever you're writing a paper in security related papers means you have to summarize the what are the parameters you have used like that. So tables, if you are using a table means it will explain all your data. Otherwise, you can't use tables. If a paper includes a series of tables, use the same format for every table. So figure is very important in your manuscript. So it consists of a graph format or diagrams, maps, photographs, etc. Only it will help the information of your paper. So avoid including too many information in one picture. So if you want to include too many picture means you can segregate the picture into 2 or 3. So make sure any lettering will be large enough once published. So follow the journal's instructions. So in the discussion section, if you have a data that could be presented in either a table or a figure, how do you decide which one to use? So in the general suggestion is, look at the table and figures in journal article presenting results similar to your target journals, and you have to find the good journals. So use these tables and figures as models when designing your table and figures. So then the important parameter is called H index. So H index is used to determine the research impact of an individual researcher. So why the H index is important? It combines an assessment of both quantity and the quality of your research papers. So it helps in increasing the impact of the research work. So a fellowship and gaining job opportunities as grants across the world, the H index is very important. So it fully related with the citation. So it will be calculated by n articles have at least n citations. For example, if you are having 5 publications, so the first publications is having 5 citations, second publication is having 8 citations, third paper is having 2 citations, fourth one is 4, and fifth one is 1. Okay. So whenever you can have 1 citation means your H index is 1. Then whenever you are having two citations in two papers, your citation is 2. Okay. So in this table, you are having you can 5, 8, 2, 4, 1. Okay. So the higher citation is 8. The second one is 5. Third one is 4. Okay. So these three citations have more than 3. So you are having 3 papers. So your H index is 3. That means you have 3 publications with at least 3 or more citations. So your H index is 3. So here you are having 6 papers. First one is you are having 5 citations. Second paper 3. Third paper 25. Fourth paper is 4. Fifth paper is 8. And sixth paper is 2. So you can write in the order with the highest citation 25, 8, 5, 4, 3, and 2. Okay. So your H index is 4. Why is 4 means you are having 4 papers 25, 8, 5, and 4 with 4 plus citations. So your H index is 4. Suppose if you are having 25, 8, 5, 5, and another 5 means your citation is 5. So we can find our H index score using 3 ways. One is Google Scholar, second one is Web of Science, third one is Scopus. So another one term in Google Scholar is called item index. So item index means it's the number of applications with at least 10 citations. So it is a very simple and straightforward to calculate. Here you are having 4 papers with 10 plus citations. So your item index is 4. So we can increase our H index by work on our own writing and choose best journal and quality of innovation of our paper and the research network, collaboration, and using social media. These are the ways we have increased our H index. So we have some strategies to improve the H index. If you are in less than 1 year means you can use 4 strategies. One is publish high quality research, increase publication rate, collaborator with other researchers, and use social media. And the medium term strategies are target high impact journals, develop research group, encourage in citation management, participate in conferences and seminars. Long term means build a strong relation research network, develop a research program, mentor junior researchers, and encourage in editorial activities. Then the impact factor. So the journal impact factor reflects the average number of citations, research articles published in that journal. It is it is measured that the relative importance of a journal within its field. High impact factor is more important. So it will be calculated by the parameters A and B. A is the number of times articles published in 2023, 22 and 23 were cited by indexed journals during 2024. So if the paper published in 2024 can cited the papers of 2022 and 23 is the parameter A. Parameter B is total number of published in 2022 and 23. If A divided B is the impact factor of 2024. Like that, if you are want to calculate in 2025 means you can use 2023 and 2024 papers. So this paper is visible, ma'am.
No, sir. Actually, you have to share your entire screen, sir. It's still in the PPT only, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Share your entire screen, sir. Yes, sir. Visible. Yes, sir.
Now it's visible. So for your reference, I have taken one paper from the journal Blockchain Research and Application. It is one of the upcoming technology. So this paper denotes that detecting anomalies in blockchain transaction using machine learning classifiers and some analysis. Okay. So whenever you are referring some papers means it should be in Science Direct or in IEEE transaction. So these two kind of papers will enough information for your research writing. So in this paper, in the abstract, it will define what you mean by malicious attacks and what are the method used to find the anomaly detection and the proposed method, what kind of algorithms used like that. So in the paper, you determine the main focus area is the malicious attacks. Then also determine the anomaly detection. What is the anomaly detection in the malicious attack? And what are the methods you have used? So for example, they are using integrating expandable artificial intelligence techniques. So the techniques contains undersample algorithm with the name of XGP-CLUS and to balance the anonymous and non-anonymous transaction data with some methodology. So the main functionality for determining the result is called ROC AUC scores. So within that, finally they can conclude with our proposed method outperform traditional machine learning classifiers in terms of some parameters called accuracy, TPR, false positive ratios. So these kind of performance metrics should be discussed in the result section. Okay. So in the introduction section, so first of all, they start with the main concept that is called on a blockchain transaction. So first of all, they are discussing about the blockchain concept. And with that, so what are the applications in the blockchain? That means Bitcoin and the ledger, cryptocurrencies, and the security related works. After that, they are discussing some about the attacks. So this paper will classify the anomalies, the blockchain transactions, and machine learning classifiers with some analysis. So you can include what is blockchain and what is blockchain transactions, what do you mean by anomalies, and how to detect anomalies, and what are the machine learning methods previously used for executing the detecting anomalies. Like that, the introduction section will go on. So they are introduced several methods like oversampling techniques, random undersampling, and in the final paragraph will consist of what you are going to do in the research. So the introduction itself, in the last paragraph, you have to mention what are the methods you have used and what is the advantage of using these methods. And finally, in the introduction section, the contribution should be summarized. So every time the reader can read the contribution, first of all, the reader can read the title. So title itself, they understand there will be some anomalies will be detected using some machine learning classifiers. And in the abstract section, they are clearly know what is the concept being used in the paper. And the introduction section, So in the contribution section, they can easily identify what are the techniques and what are the advantage of using the techniques. And then the related work started with some type of techniques. One is supervised techniques, another one is unsupervised techniques. So here they are using the three techniques. Third one is called balancing techniques. That means what are the techniques will be used in supervised and unsupervised or the hybrid method. Okay. So for whenever you prepare your related work, you may include one table also. So that table consists of what are the main methods you have used, you have studied in your paper, and what are the advantage, what are the methods used, and what is the drawback of that particular paper. And in the final section, this paper it cannot be displayed. So what are the gap you have identified with all these techniques? Here they are using 50 research papers. So what are the drawbacks or what are the gaps identified within these 50 papers? So that will indicate in your research methodology. So the third part is the main important one, the methodology. So in the methodology, the first paragraph will tell about what are the classifiers you are using. So and within that classification, what are the evaluation metrics you are used. Like that, you have first of all you have introduced in the first paragraph. Then what are the data set you have used? It will be discussed. And the diagram. So in the diagram, some transaction data is pre-processed. So the pre-processing data can be classified into two types. One is training data and another one is testing data. In the training data, they are using some three methods. So within the three methods, they are identify some ML models. That means machine learning models to utilize the proposed method. And within that method, they can analyze two types of, one is anomaly rules and the explainability analysis. So in this method, you can evaluate using some parameters that comes under test data. And finally, the comparative analysis. So in the second section, they introduced about imbalanced data handling. So how the imbalanced data can be handled using your proposed technologies. So the cross ratio diagram is available. And the important part is called the algorithm. So here they are using SGP CLUS algorithm. So every algorithm will determine the pseudocode. You can't use in the programming terms. For example, open braces, close braces, you can't use. Just you can use for, and if you are using while statement, means just simply use while. Don't use that syntax. So here one input, one output. So how to initialize and what is the for loop is executed and what will be the result. Like that, the algorithm is defined. And you can explain and what are the pseudocodes you have executed in a wording format. You can have one paragraph that indicates what are the techniques you have used in the algorithm. And they are using one undersampling technique. So here they are using the equations. So you can use simple equations that will that will be understood by the readers. And the summarize some selected features. What will be the integrity? So what are the terms you can use? Means you can summarize in one place. Either it will summarize by using tables, or you can summarize by the figures. So they define three types of techniques and finally derive the proposed ensemble method. So this ensemble method will indicate the meta classification process. So for that you can summarize what is meta classification like that. So they are using stacking based ensemble method. So what is the functionality they can defined. And the fourth section is called result analysis. In the result analysis, they can execute the the proposed model architecture with some detailed architecture. So in every performance metrics, so they are identifying the accuracy. So positive ratio, true positive ratio, true negative ratio, false positive ratio. So they can use the formulas here, and they are using a training state and also the testing state. So it can be divided into 80% and 20%. So what is the output of using 80% and 20%? In some papers, they are using 70 and 30. So what is the impact of 70 and 30? That all will be discussed in the result and discussion section. So they have indicated the confusion matrix. Through that confusion matrix, they can find the accuracy, true positive rates, and the ROC AUC score. So here they are using 4 classifiers. So these 4 classifiers could be discussed in the literature review or later work section. Okay. For executing the false positive rate, they are using minimum of 4 relative methods and 3 methods, 3 types. One is stacked, hard voting, and soft voting. So they are using the random undersampling and 3 types of classification process. And the result should be displayed in the graphical format, graph-based format. So either you can use graph or you can use the table. So you can use tables in a multiple performance indication. So here they are using 4 types. Within the every type, they are having 2 subtypes. So they are using the tables. So they are using several outputs. One is TPR, FPR, and accuracy like that. And evaluation metrics, it focusing on 2 types. One is undersampling and oversampling. So whenever you using the terms, you can already define the terms in your proposed methodology. And these are all the ROC results and some feature values. Like that, your result and discussion section. And finally, the discussion section will indicate what are the proposed methods performance. It's compared with the other relative methods comparison. And finally, you conclude using the conclusion with proper references. So this is one type of paper. This is example paper. So you can write with the output of this paper. You can write your own paper. So you can have any queries, you can ask.
Sir, very nice explanation, sir. Sir, my question
Thank you,
is, yes, sir. Actually, you gave a clear idea about how to write the paper and what are all the various varieties we can compare the various algorithms in the both the tablet form and also graphical representations, etc. Actually, my question is how to write the paper based on the scope of a journal, sir. Actually, my area is also belongs to machine learning, but it is not blockchain. But
Okay.
my work is belongs to machine learning, sir. So
Okay, ma'am.
whenever we apply to some journal, I'm getting a reply like your work is out of scope. I'm not getting any other reply about my literature review or my work like that. They are not giving comment like that. Simply they are telling this is out of scope. Okay, so I need how to identify a suitable scopus indexed journal for my work. As of now, you clearly explained about the way how to write our paper and how to include the results, and that and all you explained in a very good manner, sir. But my humble question here is how to identify a suitable scopus indexed journal for my research area. Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose the Springer, elsewhere, and top publication companies are having their own search engine called, for example, Springer. You can Google it in Google, like Springer Journal Finder. Okay, so you can use you keyword or title or abstract. You can search the suitable journals. So your paper is rejected in the form of out of something, out of scope, like that. First of all, you have to check the plagiarism using Turnitin or some other plagiarism software. So some journals can't directly tell about the plagiarism word. They can simply reject paper like out of scope or novelty missing, like that.
Okay. Okay, sir. But actually, we have checked 2 to 3 more times, sir. AI Black
Okay.
also we have checked, and it is my own work, sir.
Okay.
But I'm in a dilemma because as of now, I have presented a paper in the conferences only, sir. One is a Hinvis research conference, and another one is just 1 month before, another one IEEE conferences. So now I plan to focus on the journal, but I don't know how to get my work to get published on the respective journal. I don't have any idea.
Okay,
Surely
first
I'll
of all,
take
you
your input. Black check, right? Plagiarism. Without any
okay.
plagiarism. Okay. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So first thing is plagiarism. Second one is your title will be in catching manner. And also, you can use the introduction section. As the main important thing is introduction and the reference also. The references you can use some good SCI journal, journal paper. Then only if you are using so local journal or Google Scholar journal means they will not be accepted, like that. These are all the inner things in the paper publication area.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Also, if you are submitting one paper in one journal means you can find the related paper in the journal. You try to reference that journal paper also.
Okay. Okay, sir. That's nice. Okay, yes, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Sir, this is Senthil from SRM speaking. Actually, where we can find the list of essay journals, sir? Is there any quick way to find the list of essay journals so that we can focus on the research? And according to that journals, we can write our paper.
Yes, sir. First of all, you can use Scopus or Web of Science. So SCI means it will have some other types, ESCI, SCI, SCIE, like that. So in the Clarivate, you can search ESCI journals. In the Scopus, you can find the Scopus journals, and within that you can find the impact factor. So whenever you find impact factor means it is a SCI journal.
Okay, could you give me any website reference for that list of journals which have high impact factor? Have you any you have encountered
Yes, sir.
that website?
I am having one Excel, sir.
Okay.
I will send to the Senbagadi ma'am. She will share.
Sure,
Sure,
sir.
sir.
Sure,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Shanbagodi ma'am, share it to me also. I also
Sure,
have
ma'am. Sure, ma'am. You are also in that group, ma'am. Surely I will share with you, ma'am. Yes,
Actually, I
ma'am.
was also trying to ask the same question: how to find out the journals?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes
We are all.
yeah.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am. We are all on the same
Everybody
boat.
is struggling to find out that kind of quality journal. That is the very first step, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Finding suitable journal is the main thing of publishing paper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Some journals it will get index and scopus, but for a particular period of time it will be available and they will remove it. We don't know why, what happened. So many reasons behind that. So we were not able to identify the right journal. Actually, that is the problem.
Okay, first of all, you find the unpaid journals. So paid journals means that will be discontinued from the scopus at any time. And you can take the time period. So normal SCI paper will consist of a minimum of 2 months. If any paper is published within the 2 months means that journal will under severe pressure, that means.
One more
So
question
somebody is
related to
telling
that.
like
Yes,
yes,
ma'am. You can carry on, ma'am. You can carry on.
Journals, backdated publications. Can we
Ah.
rely on that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You can avoid the payment journals.
To avoid the payment journals, what is the difference between open access and other journals?
Oh, that is different, sir. So you
Yeah,
can
that's it, yes.
check the impact factor. So some journals, so ma'am is asking about the Scopus journals. So that also you can check the site score. So the increment of the site score in very smoother way. So step by step. So sometimes it will increase by 10 points. So the next year it will reduce by 2 points means so the journal is not preferable. Also, you can check the publishers. So the standard publishers means Elsewhere, Taylor and Francis, Springer. So these kind of publications will not be discontinued. One or two journals may be discontinued, but more of the journals will not be discontinued from the Scopus.
Sir, some newly instituted journals which is having highest impact factor like 7.5, 6.5.
Yes, sir.
Some standard journals it is having very low values.
Yes, sir. Mm.
How can we select these journals? Because these journals are not available in the Scopus list or SCI list, but which is having highest impact factor. How can we decide it?
So impact factor journals are SCI journals, sir. Some local journals, they are using the word impact factor. So within the friend, they are use some other little words, the impact factor or something. You can check means some words is included. So all the impact factor journals is under SCI. So I can share the list, sir, in the Excel. You can find the impact factor or SCI journals from the list. These journals only the pure SCI journals.
Okay, sir. Can you share it in this group, sir? Now itself, sir.
Oh, okay, sir. I can share, sir.
Okay.
The end of session I can share.
Sir?
Tell me.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you were during your presentation, you were telling about to enhance H index some years, less than 1 year, 1 to 3 years, and long years you were telling. This is after publication of our journal, or what do you mean by that years, sir?
So years means if you are initiated, that means if you have started your research publication in the current year means you can use some relaxation. That means, first of all, you have to stay in a research publication. Means you can use some your own publications in your references like that. So in that time, year increases, you can stop to reference your own
You mean
papers.
self-citation, sir?
Self citation, yes, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. So self
Okay,
citation is another like that. The initial period you can use your own self citation.
okay.
After word enhances, year enhances, you can minimize. So you can use one or two
That
papers in your. Don't use more than
okay.
4 paper, 5 paper in a single paper.
Okay.
That will be avoided.
And at
So in
least
the
one
year
paper should have
increases.
been published. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. In the year increases, you can establish with some research group like that. So
Okay.
if you are having a collaboration with the foreign publishers, means they can cite your paper like that. The citation will be increased.
Okay. That means at least one paper should have been published in that time.
Yes,
Such
sir. Yes, yes, ma'am.
one good journal should have been published at that time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
After that should be our reference paper. From there we have to start. I mean,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
thank you, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Sir, I have one question. Myself, Subhashni.
Tell me, ma'am.
Sir, you have told that SCI E and ESCI. So, what is the
Yes.
difference between these two, and which one is the best, sir?
So both are best, ma'am. So Scopus can utilize the SCIE like that. So the Web of Science can use ESCI.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Sir, your voice is not coming.
Sir, can you repeat that same thing again, sir? I can't able to understand.
So there are two types of. So one is Scopus. Elsewhere is maintained the Scopus, and another one is Web of Science. So Web of Science listed journals are ESCI journals. Then the Scopus maintained journals are SCI or SCIE, expanded SCI journals like that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Currently, we are encountering with a lot of fake journals there in the industry.
Okay.
So how we can quickly identify that this is the fake journal so that we should not proceed with that?
So
In
you
your
can
experience,
use.
kindly. Yes, sir.
So you can easily identify the journal web page.
Okay, sir.
So
Any other
some
factors,
fake
sir?
journals have some unformatted page like that. And also you can use the ISSN number.
Okay.
If you are having annexure one, if you are searching annexure one paper means you can search with the ISSN number.
Okay, sir. So website and ISN are enough, or something else we can, I mean, quickly go to that to identify whether it is a fake journal or original one.
First of all, you find all the words. Some words missing or some extra words are included in the fake journal.
Okay.
First thing. Second thing is the journal web page. Third one is
Okay.
you can use the ISSN number.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, one more thing, sir. Sometimes if you select the journals and you consider I'm selecting in Scopus, means it's been published. But before being indexed with the Scopus or things, the journal has been discontinued. So how I can identify whether it will be continuing the after my publication also till the get index.
So the discontinued list will be released by every 2 months or 3 months by Scopus elsewhere.
Okay, sir. Actually, recently I just published one paper in one journal, sir. But it's in,
Okay.
listed in Scopus. But after get accepting and publishing, the journal has been discontinued, sir.
Can you find the years in the
Actually,
Scopus?
it is from 2004. It has been there, but it's been discontinued in 2023.
Yes. So find in the current year. The journal is in the list into the current year. That kind of journals you have to prefer.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So if any complaint arised, some papers, some backdated paper is published like that, the complaint raised to the Scopus, that means elsewhere, they can discontinue the journal from the Scopus list.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, kindly share your contact.
Sir, one question, sir. How do we know whether like a list of free journals, like not paid journals?
So in the journal website, there are two options, ma'am. One is open access. Another one is hybrid mode. You can use hybrid mode. Open access means it's a pay journal.
Okay.
Sir, can you please share your contact details?
Yes, ma'am, I can share.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, another one doubt, sir. Nowadays, we are generating the paper using AI. Most of the people, they are generating the paper using AI.
Yes.
How can we avoid the plagiarism? These things, because ChatGPT or AI we are using, in all the way we are using these things to prepare the journals nowadays. How can we avoid the plagiarism in these papers?
So you can use your own words. You can take the core idea from the ChatGPT or any other AI tools, and you can make it your own words. Means it will be good.
Okay, then. Okay.
Sir, in other words, I have some idea on my own, and can I use AI to produce the content so that I mean it is without plagiarism also. Then shall we publish the paper?
So in Turnitin software, they are using one option that means AI content is in the paper or like that they are checking. So if you are directly using the AI content, means it will reflect in your paper. Whenever the editor can use the plagiarism report, means they can understand the AI contents. So avoid those kind of AI contents.
Okay, sir.
Participants, any questions?
Sir, in case if I have written the paper, it's showing some plagiarism in some particular things. So other than that, Quidboard, any other software has been there to change the values or the content values? I'll be doing my work only. Sometimes it will be get plagiarism, it will be there. So to overcome that, any other software other than that Quidboard is there?
So you can avoid those kind of softwares also. Sometimes if you are using one word energy means, so it will have some other meaning also. So your whole paper idea will be changed whenever you're using the software.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can use your own words. You understand what is going to tell in the paper, and you can make it in your own words.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So you write your own words. Afterwards, you can using the Grammarly like softwares. You can check the English formation, English sentence formation.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Sir, I have a
Tell me.
question, sir.
Continue.
Sir, is it good practice to use AI tools to generate content for research paper, writing research paper, sir?
No, ma'am. You can use any published papers for reference. So AI content be avoided. In somewhat, you can use the idea from the AI content. You can make it in your own words. That is advisable.
Okay, sir. Because nowadays only AI has evolved and it is being used. So previously,
Yes, ma'am.
4 to 5 years before and all, we used to get the downloaded the papers. We used to read and we will be conceptualizing the content. But
Yes,
nowadays it is come totally opposite. So that's why I'm using this questions. Whether it is a good
yes.
practice to use AI tool, whether it is a right direction to improve our research.
So you can't directly use that. You can use the main idea from the AI tool, and you can use in your own way. So one example, ma'am, if another person can have the same idea, means the word can be plagiarized.
Yes, sir.
The content.
Okay, sir. Sir, another question, sir. Following the Shinbodi ma'am's question, the same thing. So, the journal is being listed in Scopus. It is a Scopus Index journal. They have given the brief scope of the journal. So, based on that scope only, the paper is being prepared and applied. But without saying any or giving any remarks, simply they are saying that your title looks very impressive, but it is not covered in our scope of journal. So what shall be done for that, sir? Because we are following all the guidelines given for the authors to prepare the manuscript and all. But still, the answer is like this only, even in the Scopus Index journal, Scopus journal. So what could be the reason for this, sir?
The reason is so somewhat the readability is missing. I think so. So in the introduction itself, you have included all your ideas with what is the problem in the research area and what will be your proposed method is working and the main objective. So in every paper, you can include 4 or 5 points of objectives.
So it has to be mentioned in the introductory part.
Introduction, in the final of introduction section, you can include the main contribution. So every reviewer will read the contribution of your paper objective, and they are checking whether they are using in the proposed method. All the methods are what you are tell in the objective should be included in the methodology or result section, like that. And you can continuous writing. For example, if you are using 3 or 4 parameters, means the paper will not be accepted. So you can use a single parameter.
Okay, sir.
For example, quality of service,
Okay.
increasing throughput, like that. So within the single core idea, you can use several sub ideas. So how to improve the quality of service? They can use some parameters. So main parameter is one single thing, that is quality of service.
Okay, sir.
So if you are writing a paper, like you can either you are using the image paper, means you can increase the accuracy. So what way you have increase the accuracy? That kind of results and discussions will going on like that.
So instead of specifying many parameters, the
Many
focus
parameters.
should be on specific parameter.
Okay. If you are using several parameters, means it will indicate one single parameter like that.
Okay.
Within
Okay,
the
sir.
one parameter, you can use the another parameters.
Sure, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir. And I'm Saujanya from LBRC, Mailavagam, sir, Andhra Pradesh. Sir, actually, I have faced one problem with my journal paper, sir. 2 years back, I have submitted one paper, and it is published and indexed in Scopus also.
Okay.
But last 10 days back, that paper was deleted from Scopus indexing.
Okay.
So may I know the reasons why it is to be happens? You said that
So
if we
deleted
are
means it is retracted or some other?
no, sir, I'm not seeing that paper as an indexing, and that journal it is displaying, sir, in journal site.
Okay.
But I'm not seeing that is indexed in Scopus.
Can you
I'm
check
not.
with the DY number, ma'am? Can you check with the DY number?
Yeah, sir. That is also removed, sir.
Okay.
I failed. Why? Because it is almost 2 years later. It is to be deleted, sir. So actually, that is my research paper as survey paper.
Okay.
So again, I'm getting
So
an issue to.
You can send an email to the publisher for reason. So then they will tell. So some papers will be retracted. That means some issues arise in the paper means they can retract it. But the paper is displayed in the title of retracted like that.
Okay, sir.
You can check
Is there
whether
any
your paper
possibility? Is there any possibility, sir? We get it back.
You can ask the publisher only. They can tell you can send the email with brief. They can answer your email.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving wonderful information regarding H index and I indexing. Basically, we people are suffered with how these parameters are to be measured.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Participants, if you have any doubt or clarifications, you can interact with the sir now. So the next session going to start within 10 minutes. If you have any doubt, you can interact with sir now.
Sir, kindly share your number and mail ID, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, sir. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I'm going to start my research in VR and AR, sir. What is the thing I can go with in-depth knowledge to gain the knowledge of VR and AR, sir?
Sorry, sir. I can't understand.
Sir,
you are starting?
Sir, the topic is VR and AR, sir. I'm going to conduct a research in AR and VR in the
AR,
education,
VR.
sir.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. what are the things I need to consider for doing the research?
So you can use some AI method, either it is deep learning or some other related methods. It will focus on AR, VR. Like that, you can start your research. First, you have to find the papers in your area. So you can use Science Direct or IEEE Transaction. So these are all the two major publishers. So using that, you can start with your research. You can identify 20 to 30 papers.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So you start
And
reading
what
that
is the
papers.
possibility?
You can tell me, sir.
For gaining the publication, sir, how can I reach a paper in a fast way, sir? Which is the best one, sir? Which best paper you can suggest, sir?
Best paper means can you have
The best publisher.
Can you have the result or experiments?
Yeah, it's going on, sir.
Okay, after implementing all your ideas, you can find the method like that. You can use that method, or you can use downloading the papers and read the papers like that. Which one is better means you can use that method.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Sir, if you have any list, kindly share it, sir. SCI or Scopus.
Yes, sir, I can share, sir. I can share.
Ma'am, you please share the details of the site links that is going to share.
Sure,
The
sir.
Excel
We
sheet
will
there.
post in the WhatsApp group also, sir. Okay. Today PPT
Thank
and
you, ma'am.
also the what are all the things has been shared by the sir. We will share it in the WhatsApp group, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
SRM group, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, share contact details also, ma'am. Then we'll
Sure,
really
sir.
request.
Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Well, sure. Yes, sir. We'll wait for another 5 more minutes. Let another resource person yet to arrive for his session. Yes, sir. Before that, I want to give a very big thank to our today resource person. Yes, sir. On behalf of the organizing team and participants, hope my voice is audible, sir. Kindly acknowledge, please. Anyone? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Audible.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. On behalf of the organizing team and participants, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude for your insightful session on effective research writing, navigating SCA publications, and enhancing Hutch Index in the today Agile FTP. Your expertise and practical guidance have provided immense clarity and directions for our faculty members and researchers, empowering them to excel in their publications journey. Your session was not only informative but also deeply inspiring, leaving us all equipped with valuable strategies to enhance our research impact. Your session was excellent and provided clear insights on how to write a research paper and especially to identify a Scopus indexed journal. Your guidance on journal selection was extremely helpful and insightful. The way you answered the various questions by the participants was also very nice. Thank you once again for sharing your time, knowledge, and experience with us. Thank you so much, Dr. Harold Robinson, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your kind support. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
கெட்டவரோட சந்தோஷமா இருக்கும் உங்களுக்கு அந்த ஒரு பயம் இருக்குதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்மளும் ஒன்று அப்படி ஒரு மனசு திட்டி வந்துட்டு வேற வழி கிடையாது.
Yes, sir. We'll wait for another 5 minutes. Let the second resource person yet to arrive in the meeting. We'll check.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Robinson, sir. Sir will join, sir. Within 5 minutes, he will join, sir. Nisha ma'am, hope you are there in the meeting. Nisha ma'am?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I'm here, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. The resource person will, dear participants, sorry for the delay. Sir will join. The next resource person will join very soon. I'll share my screen. So the next session is say day 2, session 4, Advanced ML Algorithm for Real World Solutions by Dr. R. Rajkumar sir, Associate Professor, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, and he is a Secretary IIT Chennai, and he is a keynote speaker. And we'll wait for sir to join the session. Okay, he will join soon, and he going to give some real world applications using ML algorithm. Yeah. Yes, sir. Rajkumar sir, welcome you, sir. Rajkumar sir. Rajkumar sir. Hope you joined.
Hope I am audible.
Yeah, yes, sir. Audible,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. Be relaxed. Yes, sir. So now I call upon my colleague, Miss D. Nisha, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Senior Grade, Department of Information Technology, to brief about our today resource person. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. It's my privilege and honor to welcome you all to this ATAL FDP Section 4, Advanced ML Algorithms for Real-World Solutions. We are delighted to have with us today Dr. R. Rajkumar, an esteemed scholar and visionary educator, as the resource person for this AFDP. Dr. Rajkumar is currently serving as an associate professor in data science and business systems at SRM Institute of Science and Technology with over 11 years of academic experience and significant industrial exposure through his tenure at HCL Infosystems and IBM India. He brings an impressive blend of practical and research expertise to the table. His contributions to research and innovation are noteworthy, particularly in pioneering fields such as brain-computer interface, artificial intelligence, extended reality. Dr. Rajkumar's research work has been widely recognized and published in prestigious international journals and conferences. Beyond academia, he is a keynote speaker, PhD supervisor, and an active contributor to technology policy and strategy development. His leadership extends to his role as Secretary of IET Chennai LN, where he plays a pivotal role in fostering technological advancements and innovations. As an author, Dr. Rajkumar has also contributed immensely to technical literature, including publications in platforms like the Hindu Yearbook and Manorama Yearbook. His dedication to advancing education and research makes him a true inspiration for all of us. Today's section, under his guidance, promises to be insightful, engaging, and transformative. I encourage all participants to make the most of this opportunity by engaging actively. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extended a heartfelt welcome to Dr. R. Rajkumar and all the participants present here. Thank you and wish you all a fruitful and enriching section ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your nice introduction about our resource person, Rajkumar, sir. Yes, sir. The session is yours. I think you are facing some power issue problem, sir, Rajkumar, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome you, sir.
Okay. Am I audible,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay. So I will just share my screen, whether it's visible or not, you just tell me no.
Sure, sir. Rajkumar, sir, able to share your screen, sir? Rajkumar, sir? I think sir is facing some network issue. Yes, sir. Dear participants, please be wait. I think sir facing some network issue. Please cooperate with us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Be relaxed and come. Yes, sir.
மேம் சார்ட்ட பேசுனீங்களா? மைக் அன்மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு பேசுங்க.
Yes, yes, yes. I came. Yeah. Hope I'm audible, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
This, yeah, yeah. So can you just confirm whether my screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Screen is visible, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
then. Okay, ma'am. So, okay, without any delay, I will start the session. Okay. So, good evening. Almost 7:30. Now it's most of us actually having a dinner also, I think. And yeah, so today I'm going to cover up with the important topic, which is the advanced machine learning algorithms for real world solutions. Myself, Dr. Rajkumar, they have given a good introduction about me. And apart from that, I am actually a learner for everyone, learning from everyone. Okay. So initially, I just start with a small video clip. So hope my screen is visible. So the same, I mean, how the machine learning is working. So that's what I just want to make a small video. So initially, the guessing. So normally the faculty and other students, they may guess what is it the animal, and somebody guessing it is a cola. Yeah, somebody based on their pre-knowledge, they may guess it's a cola. And yes, and the remaining people, based on their pre-knowledge, they will be guessing, or they can predict it, what the animal is. So they also compare with some other animals, whether, 0 for a lion and 0.5 for bear and 1 for cola. So this is the kind of the probability they are guessing it. And yeah, so they will be whatever they are learning it. So they just report to their immediate supervisor based on their guess, and their supervisor taking the note, and the note is about the face is about 2.2 is matching, and nose is 0.5 is matching. So ear is 0.3 is matching. So they also guessing it's a cola. And finally, this is what from a different sectors we will be having the some kind of the inputs. So how the cola can be trained. Then finally, so what I mean, the cola is not a the only one thing we can guessing it. The cola is not a lion or tiger. So finally, the training. So training is from the river side. So they have to give the different cola images, just like this. You can see now, yeah, different cola images from the different aspects and different, locations or background. So they have to collect the informations. This is called the training, and then they can able to map it according to the pre-knowledge, whatever they knew already. So this is what the simple machine learning and also deep learning is working. So each and everything is neurons, and also we have to collect the informations and storing into the the numbers, that's called the weights, and then finally we can have that whether we may be guessing it rightly or wrongly. That is completely it's our own knowledge, or so that's what the AI is working. Now I'll go with the simple topics which you already knew it, but anyway, today actually I am going to have a three articles, and I will discuss with that article, and probably have a simple game also in Gen AI, and then you can also easily can participate in that game. So initially the computer vision. So computer vision is the very good the learning techniques. We can able to see how the computer or machines can see the world, and through the computer vision also there are a lot of applications are now there in our world. And medical image analysis, through the medical image analyzing from the CT scan or X-ray or anything, even though nowadays we have a autonomous vehicle. So from that medical image processing only, from the image processing only, autonomous vehicles are there. And image direction and image segmentation, and also the image recognition. These are the autonomous vehicle applications are there. And naturally, I'm just having some simple words which are already familiar. So relevant word, I have some kind of the case studies. So NLP, which can empower the machines to understand and interrupt, and making a lot of applications nowadays. The chatbot and everything is there. And finally, the facial recognition can be used for the biometric authentication, especially today. Actually, last week I have seen some of the biometric authentication. They are authenticate by using ear. So from the ear pattern, they are doing some authentication. So there are a lot of things we can do using facial recognition. And finally, the game AI. So the AI or whatever the algorithm right now, it's everything is already implemented in a game application. Since I'm also taking care of, in SRM, we have a course called BTech in Gaming Technology. So here we are, making a lot of algorithms for games, especially in video games. So now the jump with the case study 1. So hope all of you can able to hear me. So I will go for the case study 1. The initial case study is whatever topic we have seen in so far. So that's I have displaying one case study. So the case study topic is getting a playful with explainable AI games with a purpose to improve human understanding of AI. So now we used to call as the games with a purpose. Why the games is important in especially in AI? So whenever they are actually making a game, from the simple GUI application to game, so there only we have found AI. So AI is actually the on the way of making a game only we have found AI. So now the most of the use cases are in the game is using AI only, because a single person is playing the game, but other side is a computer. So other side, whatever the knowledge and whatever the cognitive skills we are having, the same side, the game also should play against of the human. So that is actually the purpose of the AI. But here we are going to discuss about the purpose of improve the human understanding of AI. So here a lot of relevant works already submitted past decades. Especially in the explainable AI is the very core. I mean for the medical field as well as for the gaming, it's very much needed. We can after the decision making, how actually it got the decision. So all those things comes under the explanation. I mean explainable AI. So here, game with a purpose. We can have the mechanism of the game. So how the game can be played and what are the visual things are there in front of the gamers, and how the success can be measured, how the failures can be measured, and all those things actually we have to predefine it, because there is several paths. Even sometimes there will be 100 paths also there for each and every algorithm. So anywhere they have to go, and then they have to win the complete game. So the play testing is one of the part, and the data analytics is also the integral part of the game. And now we just go for the discussion. So based on our movement and based on our simple activity, the game can be it will be giving a mood of we have to involve in the game. Whatever the direction we are making it, it has to involve in our game, a complete game atmosphere. So I just going for one paper, research paper. Probably there we can have a complete discussion. Yeah. So this is what the research paper, the extended paper of the the same research, how the explainable AI can improve the human understanding of AI. This is what the paper we have seen it. So I'm just making how actually they have developed the models using game. So initially they have developed some kind of the games. The human can be interacted with the game, and they will be collecting a lot of image sets. For example, these are the generative images. It will be generated based on this pattern. And again, we have to train with the same images to this image. For example, it will be splitting a lot of images, and then we making these images. And again, if from this, we have to train the previous image. So likewise. So here you can see the different patterns of the images. So we are creating a lot of simple images, and this is what the nowadays the Meta and ChatGPT and everything is working on this. From the simple image, from the complex image, they are creating a simple images, and from the from the simple image, they are making some kind of the meta keywords. And from the meta keywords, we are whenever we are want to generate some of the images or videos or whatever. So from this, it is fetching or stitching the content, and then we can generate the images. So like this, initially, we just show an image, and from this, we can select the patterns. It's a randomly from the human input we have to give it. And from that only the data set will be trained from our own input that I see. You can see here. So in this, we are showing a parrot, and this parrot, whatever the relevant image of this parrot. So here the feathers, and here also feathers, and here the rest of the things is not at all related to the parrot. So we can start the game, and then we have to give the inputs, and then it will be training into the model. And after that, based on the training, even for if you for example a bird will be flying in the sky. So the sky image will be, the simple image of the sky will be getting, and feathers of the bird will be getting, and whatever the name of the bird, and then three objects can be, three images can be mixed together. Then we can generate the new image. So these are the steps. They have data collections and adjusting of the parameters and play testing. So here everything is based on your yeah. So even you can also participate in this survey by using a CMU, which is a Carnegie Mellon University. So these are the papers we already seen in our slide also. Now I will go with the actual game, whichever you also can participate in this. Just a minute. Yeah. So here is the game. I'm just giving a reference here in our window. So if you are attending in a system, you may please try it. Whether the chat is enabled?
No, sir.
Can any one of you, can you see the chat? Kindly reply in the chat itself.
Yes, sir. Chat is not enabled, sir.
Sir,
Whether am I connected?
Naren sir, is it possible for you to enable the chat to the participants, sir? Yes, sir. Hope my voice is audible, sir.
Whether am I connected?
Yeah, yes, sir. You are connected,
Can you see
sir.
the chat menu?
I think
Please.
chat is not visible to the participants, sir.
Sir, we can just open I in AI directly, type in Google, and we'll be able to open that.
Ma'am, now only I just increase the volume. Can you repeat, ma'am, whatever you are telling?
If we are just trying to open I into AI text in Google, it is opening the CMU website with the game directly.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I just play, and you also can accordingly, you can play. So here I into AI projects. So we'll play. There is a how to play also is there. So initial one, as a as a explainer, set an image and select an image to other players also. So it's a kind of the group game. And as a explainer, you can select the 4 feature visualization function. And finally, you can guess it by, you have to type it. So whatever you are actually, guessing it, you have to type it. So this is what the playing. So I'm just selecting, let's see. So what we do. Okay, I will go with the fruits. That's easy to do it. So I will go with this one, whichever the strawberry. So hope my screen is visible, right, man?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I can. This is challenging is I have to select the 4 most representative visualization of the strawberry for hits. Okay. So I just select with along with the 2 colors. 1, 2, 3. I can go with this. Start the game. So right now I have to type it also. Guess the original image. Oh, time is over. Strawberry. Guitar. Again guitar. Actually, you can see there is a hint. Actually, it is giving it. Okay. So yes, guitar. So from this strawberry, I'm just giving the input for the strawberry, and the work I have allocated for me is the guitar. So right now, I can guess easily. That's a train. Yes, answer is train. Okay, so like this, there is a two way of learning. So one is actually we are giving the bits of the images, or we are giving actually training to the image. So for the generation, and finally we are the task is we have to guess it what actually the image is about, the random image, and very 30 to 40% only the image is visible, and from that we can easily guessing it. Just how actually we can done with the cola. So cola from the eye, how actually we can do it, from the tile, how actually we can guessing it. So this is the thing, the as per the neurons, our own neurons is working, so we can guessing it. So can you able to finding it? I mean, can you able to follow me? So I'm just going with the other thing, which is car. So I'm giving a training 1, 2, 3, and I couldn't see anywhere in the car. Okay, I will go this. Yeah. Apple. Apple. Apple is not actually answer. Let's say, I think laptop. Okay. Yes. So this original image, I think I can guess it. Car. No, no, no. There's no car, I think. Anyone, can you tell? Maybe the parrot? Oh, not sure about the image. Maybe man. Land animal. Okay.
Zebra?
Zebra, but I think I sorry, I couldn't guessing it. Parrot, poodle, wolf, and frog. Oh, parrot only. Okay. Okay. Yes. So likewise, we are giving the for data set to the Carnegie Mellon about our finding it. So this is what the for even this is easily from the explainable AI. Actually, we are giving the training just like a game. We are doing it, and now I just go with the slides again. Now we can easily follow the slides. how actually we have done with this simple, segments. The cola will be guessing, and we can generate the weightage of this image, or for eye something, or we hear something and everything, and then finally we can able to train it, because each and everything is a binary, and finally we are storing the data into the any kind of the binary format, or kind of it's we can actually we are storing in a non-imagical format, so any other format. So this is the case study 1. So if you have any doubt, please let me know. So then we can move for the case study 2 also, before going for the case study 2. So, I mean, for example, you can write the papers in this logic, especially for the medical imaging. We can able to, the lot of works already, maybe you already started, especially the, the patterns as well as the, features. What are the features for the, any kind of the image? So that features, whether we are actually we are focusing on the features, or the features can be completely driven by the AI. So that's we actually the good papers can be come. Please use this explainable AI, and then you can easily make it. Please refer this paper also. This is a very good paper from the CMU. And students also can participate in this kind of the game application, and they can easily give the training for the images. From the, actually the thing is, from the knowledge of the student or faculty, we are making it into the AI model, and then from the AI model we can easily can do it any kind of the operations, especially from the local sightseeing and all those things. We can able to make it. For example, if some places are there in Chennai, but we only familiar about the place. So in this local data, I mean local knowledge, how actually we can give into the AI algorithm. So that's very much important, especially for the Gen AI. For example, a person sitting in a Chennai railway station. So in this, if you are generating an image, it's not possible the Chennai railway station cannot become, because we are already trained only with the US or UK, those images only in our present LLM models or Gen AI models. So here, if we are making our own data, then it is easily, wherever actually we are searching it, according to the location, the Gen AI, I mean the images can be generated. Hope actually I'm making some sense.
So
Now
good
I
evening, sir.
with, yeah, yes, sir.
Good evening. I have a question about deep learning techniques, sir.
Yes, please, sir.
You told about that weights in the image prediction, right? How the image weights are calculated, sir, actually?
No, actually, it is a
Feature
basic.
weights, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is a basic model, sir. For example, how actually we are explaining into the what are the inside things are happening. That's what I given the explanation, sir. But anyway, it will be completely taken autonomous factors only. From the segment by segment, it will taken as a weighted, sir. From the
Okay.
It is contributing from the completely artificial neural network.
Okay. For example, if you take that efficient net architecture,
yeah.
So every algorithm follows different types of.
Methods.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you are telling the weights are calculated by the algorithm itself.
No, by the feature itself, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, from your words, I come to know that some features are given more weights, and some features are giving. How the feature weight is selected actually? Why we have to give the some features more weights, and why we have to give less weights for some other features? How it is decided?
Yeah, that is based on the training models, sir. Actually, for example, I have given a simple example like the cola, right? So the
Okay,
eye,
sir.
the simple in the eye itself, it may be similar to the other animals also. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
based on the features, we are giving the, I mean, for example, the eye is cola image, it is exactly equal to the, we may give for 0.8, or it's
Okay.
not equal to that, then they will go for 0.05 or 0.3.
Okay.
So it's a kind of a similar patterns. Again, it will go with the pattern only, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, just matching with the other objects, and then it will guessing the the numbers.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things we'll be discussing, sir, today. And
Okay.
thanks for asking, initiating of the question, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay, sir. Yeah. And yeah, so now I will go with one more step, which is the reinforcement learning. So normally the era of now the robots already started. We can do perform by using training robots for the complex task and assembly, and also any kind of the manipulation. Okay, so normally I just start with this simple application, how the robots can be navigate from the simple model of picking and stagger unstag application to now autonomous vehicle. So I just want to concentrate on the human robot interaction. How the collaboratively human can be interact with the the robot can be interact with the human. Again, I just go with the game playing, whichever the we have to think about how the robots can be think just like a human. And again, the sentiment analysis, how actually it can be interact with us. And the chatbots nowadays, each and everything actually we are doing by chatbots. We just chat with that LLM model or SLM model, and then we are generating the information. And from the information, we can able to make it anything. So now I just go with the case study 2, which is my own publication. I mean, it's my own paper, so that it's very easy to explain each and everything about the case study. I mean, just okay. So this about 4 years before I have published this paper, and this paper is a bio-inspired learning style chatbot inventory using a brain-computer interface to increase the efficiency of e-learning. So this is about the paper, and the problem statement of this one actually, the e-learning is there. Even from the NPTEL videos we are learning, and lot of video contents are available. But why some efficiency is not there? So I had just because each and everyone having a different learning style. Especially some people having a learning style of visual learners and auditory learners or read and write learners, and all those things are there. So how actually we can make a learning style? First of all, how to predict the learning style, and from after the prediction, how actually we can give the learning content to the learners, and they can easily adopt for it. So that is what the challenge, and this is what the paper about. So initially, yeah, these are the problems: no real intention to complete, low motivation, lack of attention, lack of time, and all those things. So what we do, initially we have collected the data from the chatbot application. So this is the one of the chatbot. Yeah, simple. It's a kind of the simple rule-based chatbot. It's now no, it's nothing like a NLP process. It's just a rule-based chatbot. So these are the rules. It just the intention of this chatbot is to just classify the learners according to the learning style. So whatever the why actually have tried with the 2 different methods. One is just a paper pen method, and another one is a Google form and everything. But the problem is they will be whenever I am just connected for the second time, they are not doing the same. So they will be mismatched with the different whenever we are trying with the different methods. I mean, different surveys. they are giving some different answers. So then only there's a possibility of the chatbot. So then they can focus on the only single question and then they can able to answer it. So just a simple thing, they have to enter the name and gender and age group, and finally it's a kind of similarity patterns. We come to know that from the learning style and their behavior, there is some kind of the coordination. So the whatever they're at the free time, how they are spending their time, and finally yes. So this is what the actual rule-based algorithm. Um how actually they are behave in the behavioral pattern. So whether they may be extrovert or introvert or ambivert. So these are the three, I mean anyone may be the extrovert or introvert, and sometimes we maybe act as an ambivert. So for example, if you are many researchers are introvert, and many group players are extrovert, ambivert is very rare. So this is what the initial classification. I have taken nearly 118 students and also faculties. So average time taken is 3.53 minutes for this chatbot integration. And then, okay, that's now I just want to make it for the application, the second stage, the research for the second stage, which is how to connect their focus and how actually they are, whether they are learners or really learning, I mean, really like the content or not. So for that, we have to go and capture the brain-computer interface. It's a simple commercial brain-computer interface, not a scientific, I mean, not a medical device. It's just a commercial available medical, I mean, the commercially available BCA device, which is the EEG signals we can collecting it. And from this, we can able to make a pattern. So you can see the pattern for the average of the 2 minutes of 2 seconds, which is the introvert is a blue line, and extrovert is the the green line, and red line, and ambivert is the green line. So you can see that, I mean, first of the content is visual content and second of the content is auditory content. So now actually you can, in many newses, there is a, Elon Musk is doing a Neuralink research for the paralyzed patients, actually how actually he is doing, signals, taking the signal directly from the brain. But we are not doing any kind of attempt like that. We're just taking from everything from the forehead, and then we can able to map it from the beta waves. So by using Vega, that time we have used Vega tool, and then these are the predictions, classification. I mean, what we actually made it extrovert. I mean, introvert learners are, they like it content of diagrams, images, charts, and visual presentation, animation, and they won't prefer for the groups. And extrovert learners actually, for example, many people are hearing audiobooks, but you can see that audiobooks, those who are hearing the audiobooks, those are the people are extroverts, and music and presentation. So these are the skills they are having. I mean, these are the learning methods they are used to have in that during the learning. So this is what the extrovert learners. So still we need to have a lot of subjects. It's a simple machine learning model from the classification of the beta waves and also the outcome of the chatbot. So initially the chatbot outcome is there. So it will classify the whether they are introvert or extrovert or ambivert. And then finally we are make sure that whether they are liking the content of visual content or audio content. Whenever they are liking the content, their waves will be getting high, and so that we can predict it. So after that, we will be giving the sample material of extrovert and introvert content. And then if everything is fine, they are finalized, the learner are introvert learners, then we can able to give only the introvert learning content, which is the diagrams, images, and charts. So all of you are, we are an educator in this forum. So I'm just giving a simple, concept, whether we can classify the learners in an introvert and extrovert. Sometimes introvert can be perform as an extrovert also. Sometimes extroverts also can be perform as introvert. but defaultly they have the capacity, or they have the kind of mindset of introvert learners and extrovert learners. So it's for discussion, complete discussion. And also I just sharing the paper also here, so you also can see. And then if you want to continue this research also, I'm very happy to do it. I have a Q&A. Yes. So in the question, I have posted it. So you also can see it, and then complete paper, and then you can able to, if you have any doubt or if you want to any kind of comments also, please welcome. Okay. Hope I am audible. Anyone please confirm? Hope I am connected.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Please continue.
Yeah. So shall I continue with my old slides?
Yes, sir. Please continue, sir.
Okay. I think there is a so silent. People are taking their food, I think. Okay. So this is what I have shown in the paper. Now I'll go with the adaptive difficulty, which is yeah. So learning from the experience and completely from the robots and game AI. So apart from the image processing, there is a one called image synthesis and style transfer, and also image restoration. So these are the again process. I mean other different processes are there, and the topic which actually I have taken today is the only the emerging algorithms, and also with the different real-time application. So that's what I have taken these case studies. And yeah, generative adversarial networks is another part. And image generation, we have seen kind of simple examples. And data augmentations also there for generating synthetic data to improve the model performance. So these three things are needed for a scientific research, especially how actually we can, we cannot convert, gather so much of information or so much of data, so that we have to generate the synthetic data. So then we can make some kind of the um, possible, we can increase the accuracy also. So for the data augmentation. So that's for the case studies 3, I will go with the completely with the explainable AI with this paper. I will first of all I will go with the paper, and then I will cover with the remaining topics. So this paper actually submitted and published in 2023. How the COVID-19 detection of the explainable deep learning. So this is, if you may see that this is published in Nature journal, which is a scientific reports. So they have completely taken as the COVID-2 virus, how it will be entering into the body, and how actually it will be generating the different the enzymes, and how it how it will involve the blood pressure regulation and all those things they have published. It's a very good index journal. So that's I just want to showcase here. So they have taken a very simple model of different CTs, and whichever they label the data, and finally they are building the model, and whichever the model after the building it, so we can do the prediction, and we can able to mark the CT scan. And these are the things whichever the it's already whichever is not available, we can see the unseen of the CTs. So this is what the CNN convolutional neural networks they have taken for the classification. So actually you can see that by using medical image processing, and only they have taken the evaluation of 20 patients, which is 9 patients are affected completely. Actually, 9 affected patients, they totally 20, and plus 9 is affected by the pulmonary diseases, and 16 patients are without pulmonary diseases. So they have labeled as healthy. So totally they have taken almost 20 plus 16, 36 plus 9 plus almost 45 people they have taken for that experiment analysis. So here you can see that labels, whether after the prediction, with label they are going for the prediction. So here you can see that visibility of the COVID, the blood pressure, all those details. So this is what you can see that almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of the paper, and it was published in the Nature Journal. So I mean, lot of things we can do it using this explainable deep learning. So we can publish a lot of medical image analyzing papers. So I just come with again with the normal raw of explainable AI. So it is understanding of reasoning behind the AI powered medical diagnosis. So it can be, it is a field of the AI again, decision making process, and then the process of AI models, especially with the complex of the deep learning networks. So we call as XAI. So the XAI also can be used for the different platforms like financial transactions. Also, they are using the XAI platform, and so identify the risk factors and the regulatory compliance, and all those sectors are actually using the XAI platform, since the data is easily available in this kind of the credit card fraud detection and everything. So there we can use this XAI platform. And yes, collaborating on AI models without sharing the sensitive patient data, it's need of the hour. So probably there is a lot of methods are there to do research by using a patient's data. So for the steps, probably you already know it: training and productions and accelerate. These are the 3 models. I mean, these are the 3 steps we have to do it for the XAI platform. And applications, especially the Bayesian deep learning, can be applicable to the medical image analysis and disease prediction. And also nowadays it is very much needed. We have to do it for the drug discovery also. So the drug discovery is the very big thing. Okay. So these are the case study. So is there any other papers by using a image processing or medical image processing on your own experience also you can share it? So then I can go for the next case study. Otherwise, shall I continue then?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in a part of the cyber security, it's a threat for the whole nation, I mean, whole world. So we have to detect for the cyber detection by using AI and bot detection. A lot of AI models are there, and finance transaction. Okay. And then now I just play a video for the recommendation, whichever the lab developed by the Neuro Labs. Can you able to see that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Rajkumar sir, I
Yes,
think
yes.
audio is not enabled, sir.
Oh,
Video only, audio is
it's a
not
very,
coming.
yeah, it's very light music only, ma'am. Not much audio is needed. So we can easily see that and then we can able to grasp it. Very light
Okay,
video,
okay.
light audio
Okay, sir.
only.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sir. Okay.
I just play it again once. So I just explained. I mean, there is nothing, explanation in the audio. I mean, the with audio. So the camera based on the self monitoring the system was implemented, and actually we are making a, digital twin of every device. I mean, every objects in the store. So what happened? So how many objects are the presence? The same objects will be in a digital twin also in a especially in applications in virtually it will be a presence. If for example if you are present in somewhere else, our avatar will be present in the same location. So that kind of thing. And after that actually we are making the digital twin by using a 3D application. So using a reality or a virtual reality, we are making a digital twin of every product. So then from the camera, whenever the camera point of view, whether it's not available, then it will, I mean, it will disappear from the place. So it is not about the camera image, actually we are seeing it. So here is actually we are seeing it, the self is the completely digital twin of the image. So whatever the content, I mean, whatever the objects are there, it is a digital twin. So whenever it is replacing or whenever it is unstacked, um, then the algorithm will be throwing to the shopkeeper or whomever is it will be sending a message from the digital twin. For example, how this cup of bottle will be sending a message. For example, let's say in our language, the milk bottle. Okay, the milk bottle, 500 milligram milliliter. It will be sending a message to the shopkeeper. I am out of stock. I am only 10 is there at present. So can you just restore me? Likewise, I mean, it's not a kind of the stack replacing by the centralized thing. It will be just giving the message from that digital twin. So then the shopkeeper can be noticed. And then, yeah. So I am Sana. You can see that 3.5 and 300 900 gram, and I am out of self. According to our analysis, there is available stock. Backstore, please stock up. So it will be actually it is not only the single technology. We have a virtual reality, and we have a image processing, and we have a NLP process, and finally it will connect it with the server, which is a cloud. So altogether, it will be making a sense of just object is interacting with us, and then we can able to do it. So that the same for the shopkeeper, and also for the billing also. It is whenever we are keeping it here, there will be a camera, and it will be taking as a image, and from that image it will be counting our how many objects actually we are taking it, and from that we can able to bill it also. It is the the very latest technology which is having a 3D platform or a digital twin as well as the AI integration. Okay, so how actually it is working in? So it is working by using the recommendation. A lot of, I mean, after that there will be a recommendations also there. Whenever we are having a product, for example, we are buying a paste, in our virtual camera, the brush also will be visible. There is it will locate the brush. So whenever we are carrying a camera or carrying a mobile phone, so it will sense us, and then it will be redirecting to the where is the mobile cases, the maybe the scratch card are available. So it will redirect to us. So like this, lot of recommendations also in future it will be coming. So there is a very good research. We can do it by integration of AI as well as the virtual objects. So then we can easily make any kind of the digital twin platform. So then the customer experience as well as the buying patterns also can be easily can monitor it. So that's actually whatever I'm telling, it's a kind of the business use case of it. So if for e-commerce products as well as the personalized offers and product recommendation, already doing it. So today I just watched a movie. I mean, simple clip. In that clip, Elon Musk is watching us everywhere, just like in a X platform, and Facebook CEO is watching everywhere in our Facebook platform. So that's the way they are watching whatever we are buying patterns, and then it will recommend it. So we have to move from our traditional you know the computation or traditional kind of the data sets to which is a real-time available data sets, whichever we are producing it a lot of data. So that data we have to use it, and then we have to work it on our current research, so that easily we can make it some kind of the products as well as the very good research we can make it. Okay, so yeah, there is one more thing which is called AutoML. AutoML is the automated machine learning. It's a field of again, it's a ML. So it's a end-to-end process for the machine learning models. It can be from the task, including the pre-processing to the hyper-parameter tuning. For example, if you are, especially in image processing segments, we can use it for the AutoML platform. There are a lot of algorithms are available. So up to this, my presentation, I have almost 30 minutes of time. So again, I will just playing some of the, showing some of the case studies, and then expecting your feedbacks. Any other doubts up to this? We are actually doing especially with the virtual reality models along with the AI in a gaming application, especially with the underground, underwater simulation. If, for example, if you want to go and see the underwater, it is actually risky. But even for VR, whenever we are going some part of the water by using completely in VR, there in whatever the level, in that level, some animals and some fishes and some of the simple planets will be generated. And whenever we are going for the deep water, there whatever the animals and plants will be there, the animals and planets will be generated. So using AI as well as the VR and also with the Gen AI, so we can implement a lot of things for the tourism as well as a lot of things. Whichever we have to generate some kind of the information based on the location or based on the words, then we can able to generate it. So just showing some of the case studies. This is one more paper, which for the, I'm sorry, this is already shown. Yeah. So this is the another application for explainable AI, which is the drug discovery. Again, I'm just going with the COVID-19 because why I've taken the COVID-19 for this paper, especially because as a simple, any kind of a drug for to test it with the human. So after testing with the human only, the drug can be actually can be released. So it may take around maybe sometimes for a vaccine, it may take around 10 years also to test it with the human. But only because of the advantage of the artificial intelligence and also machine learning and especially with the deep learning technique only, we can able to make this COVID-19 easily. We can discover some kind of the good vaccines. that is what actually I am taken, because only within the 3 months, I mean, maximum 6 months, we can able to make the vaccine for this COVID. So that's a very good advantage and also very good use case for the present any kind of the scenario. So I just making opening this paper again. So this was published in 2022. They have taken the different protein levels, and from the protein levels, how the antigens or genomes are there. And it's a completely purely medical paper, but even though we can see a lot of things, especially how actually finding they are predicting the glycoproteins, so spikes and everything, how they are making it. So these are the visual things as a chemical biochemistry methods. So even they have given the future works also. The future works, especially, they are making the shapes of protein. Maybe if they change of the shape of the proteins, then how the again with the drug can be differently, how actually they can make the drugs changes. So this is what the predictions. So this kind of the research and everything, we can, as a computer science, also the medical professionals, they can make kind of the collaborative efforts, then we can make a good achieve impact factors, good papers it can arrive. So this is the other papers I'm just showing. It's a very simple paper. How the food and nutrition, especially how the food and nutrition can be customized by using a CNL model. So what is the pre-training data sets are needed, how the pre-processing can be done, and based on the food, how it can be generated. I mean, how the next level, I mean, it's a simple mobile app, they are developing it. So based on the food, we are taking it, we can take the snap of the food, and from the snap, it will be taking as a, it's about 10 years before paper. But even though there are a lot of insights, authentication of the food, and how actually it can recommend that the next food we have to consume it. So yeah, so up to this, my case study is over. Now, if we want any discussion also, we can able to discuss. Yes, sir.
Participants, please ask your questions or queries if you have any.
So for the brain computer interface, there are many devices are available, and especially I have used a NeuroSky, which is familiar for this kind of the research, and it will be a single electrode, and from that single electrode we can use it to collect alpha, beta, gamma, and all the detailed brain waves. Accuracy will be 98 to 100. Sometimes it will be 100 also, based on the blink, and also whether we are focusing or meditating, and all the details actually we can record it. It's a single electrode only, but anyway, based on the focus, we can able to record it. And if you want to go for a multiple electrodes also, there is a device, many devices are available in a commercial manner. So you can, for any kind of the funded project also, especially with the physically challenged people, if we want to go for any kind of the funded project, you want to make any kind of the robots by using completely operated by the brain, that is EEG devices are very much helpful. IIT research box, I have a startup for this, and we are doing the brain computer interface along with the paralyzed patients. So just want to share it. Yeah. Ma'am, you are not audible, sorry. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Very nice, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Sir, will you please give more points on explainable AI and generative AI, sir? Explainable AI and generative AI.
Okay. So I will just give insights about the explainable AI. So explainable AI is, especially in a medical purpose. If you want to, for example, the virus is detected, and some cases the virus is detected. After the virus is detected, and if you want to make a drug for that virus, and explanation is AI is needed. What is the protein structure? And we have to do that actually in our engineering. We have to do it in a re-engineering method, right? Reverse engineering. So that kind of the thing is actually the part of the explainable AI. And for this generative AI, we have seen some kind of the simple application, which is the CMU apps. We have seen it right initially with the games. So there, based on the features of the image, and we are generating a lot of the features. For example, myself, I'm wearing the specs, and like this, my appearance. Though a lot of features will be generated based on my image, and then based on the query or based on the whatever the we are about to search, and it will be restructured the images on the right way. For example, if we want to take the image of the deer, the head of the deer will be there, and tail and everything together, and we are just splitting it, and then we just generating some other form with the combination of the image. And if we want to make a deer rotating on the right side, then we will be generating whichever the deer rotating on the head is the right side. And deer rotating on the left side means we'll be generating the image of deer will be rotating on the left side. But input is only single image of the deer only. So the lot of simple models of the image will be generated initially, and then it will be reassembled later. So that's what the Gen AI. Yes.
It is possible for me to apply generative AI on statistical data, sir. You have given an example on the image data, right? I have some statistical data, okay, related to soil humidity, soil moisture, and soil NPK values, etc. I have some statistical data. Is it possible for me to generate that kind of the things using generative AI?
Yeah,
Whether it is applicable.
that's what the synthetic data. So synthetic data, any form of the data we can generate, not only image, even for the new any kind of the, for example, in XY axis or anything we want to put anything, no, that is also can be generated. But we need to have a pattern before that. So based on the pattern and based on the threshold only, we have to generate it. So then we can able to make a good accuracy of the results, maybe a classification or prediction patterns.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So you want to include anything, any other examples? Okay, in our, I just give a simple demo. Wait. So here, I think all of you can see this. Here I have this device, which is Meta Quest headset. From this, actually, I can able to generate the image, of my own image. So, initially, I'll be training my how my nose or how my eyes or anything. I will be giving a simple models with that. And finally, if I wear that, just like a mirror, whatever the action actually I am doing it now, that will be, if I see just like a mirror, it will be also reflecting here. Are you getting it? So this is the way the future of the generative AI is working. So without seeing actual mirror, we can see in front of our virtual reality headset. If we are wearing the headset and whatever we are performing, and everything will be in our virtual avatar. The avatar will be reflecting whatever we are doing it. Okay. So a lot of applications are there in future, especially for the recommendation system as well as the explainable AI.
So can you give autonomous vehicles?
Autonomous vehicles, sir? Which use case?
Is explainable AI?
Yeah, actually, it is one of the process for the explainable AI before actually making a decision, sir. Especially whenever the some barriers are there, so it has to apply the automatic brake or maybe slightly change from the path. So it is integrated for the explainable. It's not exactly with the application of the explainable AI, but after that review, it will be the part of the explainable AI during the review. Got it,
Okay,
sir?
sir. Traffic changes, a route change like that, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whenever it is, for example, almost especially in a Tesla, in a per second, I'm not sure about per second or per minute, it's about 1 GB of data is processing from the different camera and different sensors. So it is from microseconds, it will be sensing it, and when it will send to the from the processor, from the sensors to accelerator, and from accelerator to the decision making, whichever the operation can be performed by the centralized server, and that completely from the offline, it will doing it. So I cannot tell whichever the scenario. It is the multiple scenarios and multiple inputs are there, sir. But decision making is sometimes will be similar.
Sir,
Yes.
my question is,
Yes,
suppose if I want to make a explainable AI model. So I want to build a explainable AI model. So it should be start from the scratch, or we assume that AI model is there, and then we can do something for explainability. Like, for example, requirement engineering is also required for the explainable AI, for making a explainable AI model.
Yeah, it is. Only simple application I can tell you, ma'am. From that, I will start the explanation. Okay. Okay. So let's say, for example, if you are, I will go with the.
Yeah, I am making a healthcare model which will be explainable. So doctor is one of the stakeholder, patient is also stakeholder, and different other stakeholders are also available, and they all want explainability as per their requirement, right? So for this we have to do some collect the requirements first. Yeah. So for this, requirement engineering is also part of means also required for the explainability, na?
Yes. It's a kind of the integral part, and explainability is collecting the data together, and then how actually it got the decision, and then you have to process in the reverse engineering method. For example, if one patient's actually we are detecting some diseases, and based on that, if we have the results, and then we have to make it for the reverse engineering method, and what is the what is the first symptom of it, and then what is the next development, and sometimes it may not be exploded also, and again we'll be discovering a new path by using explainable AI. So let's say, ma'am, a simple application like the in AI, prediction of the cancer cells. So that is also the integral part of the explainable AI. Have you developed any kind of the prediction of the cells, ma'am? Any kind of the cancer cells? Have you worked on it?
No, sir. Actually, my question is many of the different users are there, stakeholders are there. And I want to make a user-centric explainable AI. Requirement engineering for explainable AI. And I'm not going to build any of the model. I just make a framework for explainable AI.
Okay.
So for
Okay.
suppose patient is there, doctor is also there. So patient want explanation in their own understanding perspective. Doctor want why he is suffering from the cancer. So technical terminology doctor understand, but patient doesn't understand. Nurse also associated with them, but she wants explainability at that her level, right? So my question is ki the requirements for all the stakeholders that task will perform at which level?
Yeah. I'm
Requirement
completely.
engineering, it is a part of requirement engineering, user-centric
Yes,
requirement
yes.
engineering for the explainability.
Yeah, now I got completely, ma'am. So your thing is just like we called as a enterprise resource planning. So the different stakeholders will be there, and from the doctor's point of view, what will be the explain? I mean the patterns, and different nurse point of view, what will be the inputs for the nurse, and also from the patient's point of view, what will be the input for the patients. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's just. So again, I'm just going for the knowledge base. So the knowledge base is such a way that it will be collecting from the all the knowledge base, and whichever is suitable for for the person or individual, it will be taking the path of the explanation. I mean explainable AI, and it will deliver to them. For example, we have to make it for the 100 reasons also, but the doctors we can able to make it for the 2 or 3 reasons they can easily understand. But for the nurses, we have to make it some basics, and for the others, we have to make it for the other layers of the basic information. So then, but we before that we have to generate the all the path, and then we can able to select it whichever the roles. Is it sense, ma'am?
Okay, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir?
Yes.
Apart from prediction and diagnosis of diseases, whether we can use explainable AI models for dental implants or for prosthetics like that?
Dental implants in the sense whether you are
because all will be on three-dimensional modeling only. So if that is the case, so can we generate a model for medical applications?
Yeah, actually, I have one. Yes, ma'am. We have closely working
or
with
any
the.
of the.
Yes. Actually, there is I have worked with the same kind of application, ma'am. What we do, actually, from the single or 2 or 3 teeth, we are taking the measurement of it's a kind of the image again, the X-ray image. From the X-ray image, we can predict the the size of the teeth, and from that we can able to. I mean, it's a kind of again with the generative AI only. So again we have to make it as a 3D structure from the 2D to 3D, and then we can able to make the complete what is the width and size and everything, and then we can able to suggest it. It's a kind of a suggestion or recommendation system only. Okay. After suggestion and everything is exactly it will if it is go for the complete good accuracy, then we can go for a explainable AI.
Okay, that means we have to go for more than many test cases. We have to.
Yes.
We have to perform. And,
yeah,
and
because
again,
from the 2D to 3D also nowadays there is some algorithms from X-ray image to the 3D image can be generated.
Okay.
Okay, and after that we can have a prediction on that. So what is the exact size of the teeth and whether it can be feasible or not, and then based on the accuracy we can, if it is fitted, then we can make it.
Yes, sir. Again, while we were discussing about I into AI game like application, you were discussing
Yes.
previously. in that time you were just started with strawberry. Your mind, you want to have an image like strawberry, but at the end we have come out with guitar.
No. Actually, there is a there is a two task actually assigned for me for game playing.
Yes.
One task is actually giving a training for the strawberry. I just giving the different images of the strawberry for the training purpose. Okay, guitar is the task to be. I mean, it is assigned to me for the prediction.
Okay.
Okay,
So
for
why
the prediction.
there are two? Why you have chosen two different things? Because our outcome should be the same one only, no, same image only, no. If you want to show the kid strawberry image, that is what is our objective. So if you want to show that, the same image should come out. No, why it was different? That I could not understand that point.
No, the CMU people are giving the kind of a training. No, that's a data. Actually, we are they used to giving a training from our own perspective. We are giving the images. That's for the task 1. And actually, that's for, I mean, it's a prerequisite for our entering to the actual game. Got it, ma'am?
Okay.
Yeah, and then only actually we are guessing it, at the chatbot only, right? The chatbot, I'm typing it, right? So on the typing only, they will be taking the label of the data.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's what the actually is the second part only. The task is the second part only.
So if it is for gaming or for other applications, it is okay, sir. But when we go in for healthcare applications, accuracy should be very much needed, no? So if for that, what we have to do actually.
Exactly, ma'am. But anyway, from the knowledge point of view, from the expertise and their own knowledge, and whatever the input as a doctor is giving, no, that's what actually we are using for the training. Okay. So our knowledge is different and doctor knowledge is different. And from the doctors, they are taking the input, whether this is the, this is the health, maybe the teeth is not good or how much percentage is not good. So they can give a 10 or 20 or whatever. So from that only that data can be trained. Okay, ma'am. So that will be from the expertise knowledge to they are converting into a data set.
So we have to train the model for many different possible cases, and then only we can achieve our target, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
The same way for every data. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions?
Throw some light on how we can implement or build this explainable AI models.
It's a kind of, again, from the learning system to, let's say for the rocket science, we can make any kind of application. We can start with a simple, from the computer vision, we can start it. Because the computer vision is a very good explainable AI, we can make it. From our face recognition itself, whether it can be recognized as Rajkumar or some other person. So it may be guessing with some other person, and then finally it will be concluding as a Rajkumar.